I hope everybody is good. Today we are just answering question from the state. Mary Jane, hello girl. She wanted to know why the mustard doesn't destroy the devil so the world will have peace. So I have this for you. Listen.
Satan cannot die. When God created Lucifer, now Satan, he was created as an eternal being. God did not create him to die or cease to exist, but to live forever. Ezekiel 28 tells how Lucifer was created perfect, and then iniquity was found in him. When Lucifer sinned in rebellion against God, he was cast out of the presence of God to live the rest of his existence in eternal separation from God. Satan cannot die, be killed, or cease to exist, because God created him as an eternal being. But he will live eternally in anguish, separated from God. An important thing to remember is that man is also an eternal being, created by God to live forever. Humans are created in God's image as three-part beings. The three parts of a human are called the spirit, the soul, and the body. 1 Thessalonians 5:23, Hebrews 4:12. The spirit is a person's innermost being, the part that gives him life. The soul is his decision-making, thinking, and feeling faculty. The body is the physical house in which he lives. As spirit beings, we will live eternally. Adam's sin in the garden sentenced all human beings to physical and spiritual death. Spiritual death does not mean a spirit ceases to exist. It means a spirit is separated from God. The good news is, we do not have to stay separated from God. Because God loves us, he made it possible for us to be joined back to him through the shedding of sinless blood. Jesus' death paid the penalty for Adam's sin so that we could live in spiritual life and have a relationship with God. Why doesn't God just get rid of Satan and make everything perfect again? Because Satan cannot be killed. That is the first A. Imagine you're playing a video game, one with challenges and levels that you need to pass. Now, suppose there was a magic button that, if you pressed it, would instantly complete the game for you. You'd see the end screen without experiencing any of the challenges. Would you feel the same sense of accomplishment? Would you have really played the game? Most likely, you wouldn't feel much satisfaction because the victory wasn't truly earned. This analogy helps us understand a bit about why God allows the ongoing struggle between good and evil, represented by Satan's presence. God has created us not like robots who automatically do everything perfectly, but like artists or players in our own story. He has given us something incredibly valuable: free will. Free will means we have the freedom to make choices, and these choices define who we are. If God simply eliminated Satan and automatically made everything perfect again without our participation, it would undermine the very purpose of our free will. God's desire is for us to choose to love and follow him out of our own free will. Love, to be genuine, must be chosen, not forced. In this great struggle between good and evil, every day we make choices that either align with God's goodness or with the rebellion Satan represents. These choices matter deeply because through them we grow, we learn, and we show what truly resides in our hearts. Moreover, the presence of challenges, trials, and even temptations helps develop virtues such as courage, patience, and compassion. If there were no challenges or opportunities to make real choices, these virtues would have no context in which to develop. For instance, courage only exists because there is something daunting to overcome. Compassion arises because there is suffering to alleviate. God promises that he will make all things new and that justice will prevail. Evil, suffering, and Satan himself will be completely and finally dealt with.
So, Fantasy, I hope we have learned something today. Life is about balance, duality, darkness, light, But I hope that you do the right choices out there so that when you stand before the white throne of judgment, you will be found not guilty. Thank you, Mary Jane, for your questions. Please, guys, don't hesitate. If any question down below, all right? Otherwise, like the video, share the video so we can share this information with other people out there and we can grow spiritually together, and we run the race till the end. We came to the end of our message today. May the Most High be with you, protect, guide, and provide for your needs. Bye bye. Nisaleniga.